Welcome back, everyone. We are on our CBS 8 backlot this morning because we're talking all things STEAM today. So we have Misty from the Public Library to talk with us about this really cool program to get kids involved, getting their hands a little bit dirty. We also have Rob and Stacy joining us. You guys are going to be helping out with some of those workshops, right? So I want to start off with Misty. I mean, how did this program come to fruition, and what's the importance of it?
Yeah, so it's Spring into STEAM. It's an annual event that we do for the San Diego Public Library, and it really is to introduce STEAM concepts to grades 9 or to ages 9 through 12. So we all know STEAM is the future, right? And so we want to get those concepts, introduced to kids as early as possible. And so this is a fun way to be able to do that.
And even today, we're celebrating International Women's Day. It's been a big push to get women more involved, and of course, young girls in the STEAM program. I would imagine this is a great way to start. Kids that are young, coming to the library, being able to sign up for a program like this.
Absolutely, because they don't realize everything that goes into it, and how fun it can be, and what a fun career it could potentially be.
I mean, I'm excited. Just I'm not even eligible for the program, and I am stoked to get involved. So let's start off with you, Rob. You're going to be walking us through one of the workshops that you're going to be doing. So tell us about yourself, your background, and what the workshop is going to look like.
Yeah, so I'm Rob from Toshworks, artist and designer here in San Diego, and we work really closely with the San Diego Public Library. We're doing a DIY herb garden. So essentially we're taking the art programs that we normally do with the library and introducing a little bit of agriculture, a little bit of horticulture for the Spring into STEAM program. It's great.
You let me make my own CBS 8 mug this morning, or CBS 8 pot
Turned
this
out
morning.
great, yeah.
So how do we
Very
start
proud.
this off? In just a kind of quick way, what's the best way to do this? Do you just start loading it up with the soil, or what?
Yeah, so essentially the main portion of this is to get the art onto the pot, which you've already done. You got that going there, yeah, for sure. And then we're going to add a little bit of our potting soil right in there. Getting your hands dirty, awesome.
No problem.
And then once you've completed that portion, you're going to select any of the herbs that we have here: dill, cilantro, parsley.
Is this the cilantro?
That is the parsley, actually.
You could tell. It's I should really attend these workshops.
You can just pop it right out of there, squeeze that pot a little bit, and then that one will pop right into there.
There we go. Yeah. And then do we just load it up a little more soil?
And then fill it in right around the edges there.
Okie dokie. So, I mean, for you were saying this is kind of part of what you do on a daily basis.
Yeah, definitely.
What's the importance of getting kids involved?
The main thing is to get this agriculture and a little bit of horticulture into the hands of kids that might not have the opportunity to otherwise do that.
Right.
My background is mostly in art, so we're kind of bridging those two together for the Spring into STEAM program and really getting people the opportunity to get their hands dirty.
This is awesome. Look at that little CBS 8 parsley cup here. Stacy, I'm going to move over to you so you can walk us through the trash art program, right?
Trash art program.
So obviously we're talking about trash in general, but what's the importance of kind of tying those two things together? Trash and maybe pollution in our environment along with art.
Yeah, so that is true. And by the way, I'm Stacy. I'm teaching artist with Arts Education Connection in San Diego. And we also do a lot of workshops within the library program with that. And so yes, it's kind of a, plastic is all around us. Plastic is one of the main pollutants. And it's, we can't avoid it. So why don't we make art out of it?
Yeah, right.
So using plastics as your art medium for a collage.
So you can just so kids are going to be able to kind of grab these items, start gluing them together, right?
Correct, yeah. So I got one that I got started here. And we started with the background. And I like, the other nice thing about using plastic is you get texture, right?
Yeah.
And you can crumple it. And
you're making some clouds out there. Yeah, okay.
Yes, you got the idea too. You just
exactly, right?
And then what you can also do is you're going to do that.
Okay.
And then you're going to put some glue on the spot where you want to put it.
So here, I'll glue this part together. And I mean, I feel like it's just like, number one, a way to get kids informed, but like, rather than just sitting in a classroom learning it from a textbook, they're getting their hands dirty. They're having fun with it. It keeps them,
and you're learning, and you're thinking about the elements of nature, right?
Right.
You're thinking about flowers and plants and clouds and trees and perspective. And so you get all those elements of art and a lovely cloud, by the way.
I love. Oh, thank you. I know it's a little. It has some corners there that I could have smoothed out a little bit.
That's
But
okay. You can always go back in and like bend them in.
there you go. See, exactly.
Yeah.
Misty, so these are two of the examples of the kind of workshops that they'll be doing. What are the age ranges, and then how do they go online to sign up?
Yeah, so ages 9 to 12, we have 4 different workshops that they can choose from. They're going to go online and register for those programs, and then when they register, they can come into the library and they're going to get a free herb garden and a book.
So they don't even need
awesome.
my own parsley tutorial. They can grow their own. That they have. And I mean, for you guys, what's the fun? You get to work with kids in this,
Oh, it's
obviously
wonderful,
young kids. What's that like for you?
Oh, I love it. And the nice thing about like when we do the library ones is the parents come in too.
Oh yeah.
And so you get a parent and the kid, and they get to work together, and that's always just wonderful.
It's just like a family
It's a
fun
family
activity.
activity,
I imagine
yeah.
it's nice to have kids able to come into the library again. And I mean, these are oftentimes probably kids that have very little experience because of how long these libraries were closed. So they
For
finally
sure.
get to experience what it has to offer,
Yeah,
right?
I know, it's super exciting, and it's just so wonderful to see what they come up with.
Yeah, it's so cool. And you were saying there's also an option if they do want to stay virtual for this, they can do so, right?
Yes, so we have both in-person and virtual programs this year.
Love it. It's so exciting. I mean, this is like, I feel like I grew up in my public library back home. It reminds me of that. And it's just so many fun activities that kids can get engaged in. And I was one of those kids that was always restless, that needed like hands-on activities. So this provides everything that I needed. Misty, we appreciate you. Remind us once again the website.
It is sandiego.gov/library.
Love it. Okay, thank you very much. Rob, we appreciate you.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for coming in. Thank you
Thanks for
for
having
helping
us.
me create this beautiful
Looks
plant. And thank you, Stacy, as well. We appreciate all of you guys. Netta, Eric, this is exactly what I was saying. You know, it's just fun to be able to incorporate all those activities into the library as well. The place you'd go get your books. I know, Netta, you bring Roya to the
Yeah,
library
absolutely.
all the time, right?
Yep, me and the kids are there all the time too. There's so many opportunities, not just books they're doing now. right?
Exactly.
There's
more
so
than just
much more.
books.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you all for
Thanks.
Of course.